All right, great reminder. Thank you, officer. Now to the latest out of the Middle East. President Donald Trump announces a ceasefire, but early this morning he scolded both Israel and Iran for appearing to have violated it. Now it seems the violence has stopped, at least for now. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has the latest out of Washington.
This morning, President Trump lashed out at both Israel and Iran after he says they both violated the ceasefire overnight.
I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either.
Iran launching waves of missiles into Israel overnight, killing several people. Smoke also in the sky near Jerusalem as Israel intercepted other missiles. On Monday, Iran launched a missile attack on an American base in Qatar, targeting the largest U.S. military base in the Middle East and home to nearly 10,000 U.S. troops.
This is why they chose Qatar, because Udeid Air Base, is one of the most important bases for United States in the greater Middle East, not only in the Middle East, in the greater Middle East.
The Pentagon says 13 of the 14 missiles were intercepted. The other one didn't make it. President Trump calling it a, quote, very weak response, and even thanked Iran in a post online for giving the United States early notice, which made it possible for no lives to be lost and nobody to be injured. It comes after the U.S. struck 3 key Iranian nuclear sites over the weekend. Administration officials say their goal was not focused on a regime change. President Trump posted on social media overnight saying the ceasefire is now in effect and warning the two countries not to violate it. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
All right, and reaction in Washington to the U.S. bombings in Iran over the weekend seemed to be mostly split right down party lines. Some Democrats, including House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, say President Trump ignored the Constitution by authorizing the U.S. strikes at the nuclear sites in Iran Saturday without congressional approval. But Republican Senator Lindsey Graham and former Vice President Mike Pence are praising the president's actions, arguing he does have the constitutional authority. Action News spoke to North Valley Congressman and Democrat Adam Gray about what the House is weighing this week.
You know, this is the preeminent state sponsor of terror in the world, right? This is an adversary of the United States. This is an ally of Russia, of China, of our other adversaries. And so let's be clear-eyed about what we're dealing with here. And it's certainly in all of our interest to keep nuclear weapons out of their hands.
Gray says there are still many questions and is looking forward to being briefed on all the facts and details the president had before the strikes. Congressional members are expected to receive intelligence briefings over the next few days regarding the operation. And stay with Action News as we continue to monitor the fallout in the conflict with Iran, as well as the ceasefire between Israel and Iran. We'll have any updates on air and online at abc30.com.